Hello guys, what is going on? Today we're going to be taking a look at the AOC i2769 monitor. So to begin with, this monitor is very reasonably priced, coming in at just under £200 from Currys. You can't really go wrong for a 27-inch IPS panel. So the design of the monitor itself is actually really nice. It features nice thin bezels, and along the bottom you have a thin kind of silvery plastic strip as well. However, one thing to note is that the build quality of this monitor isn't absolutely fantastic, although usually it won't matter anyway because it's just going to be sat on the desk or mounted onto a wall. The monitor does include 5 extra buttons as well under the silvery plastic strip, although they can be quite hard to find. As soon as you get used to the position of the button, you should be able to find it no problem. As you can see, navigating through the options is fairly easy. It does take a little bit of getting used to, and also changing over to the different HDMIs and inputs on the monitor is also very easy as well. A couple of things worth noting as well is that this monitor does feature an eco mode using about 35 watts of power when it's on and about 0.5 watts on standby. The monitor also has a feature called Clear Vision, allowing you to adjust the sharpness of the image, although I think it is best left off anyway. So moving along to the back of the monitor, I must add that the design of the back is very nice indeed. It features a D-sub, a display port, a mobile high definition link, which is basically a HDMI which blows your smartphone onto the big screen, and also just a standard HDMI. You also get a headphone jack as well, just in case you don't want to use the built-in speakers on the monitor. So the monitor also has built-in speakers, and with the built-in speakers you can imagine they're going to be pretty crappy, seeing as though that the monitor is very thin, meaning they don't have much space to put any decent speakers in anyway. Although it is more than adequate if you don't have a pair of speakers or you're saving up for some speakers, it's definitely no match for a set of external speakers. So now we're just going to compare the two speakers that I have in my room, the inbuilt audio on the AOC monitors and also my external speakers in my room. So first off, I'm going to play the sound from the inbuilt speakers on the AOC monitor. So as you can probably hear, the sound is quite tinny, no bass, but at the end of the day, you know, it's better than no sound at all. A lot of monitors actually don't have inbuilt speakers, so it is nice of AOC to include that on this monitor. So as you can tell, the external speakers have a much higher quality than that of the inbuilt ones on the AOC monitor. However, that is to be expected, as the ones inbuilt on the AOC monitor are obviously very small and fitted into a very tight space. One thing which needs to be pointed out about this monitor is that the base isn't particularly sturdy, although it doesn't help the fact that I have this on a non-sturdy desk, and also it's sat on top of an Xbox One which is quite high. It still could do with a little bit of improvement, maybe a larger square base or a larger circle base anyway. However, this can be solved by just mounting it to the wall with the included 75 by 75mm VESA brackets on the back. With this monitor being an IPS panel, it does feature very good viewing angles, with viewing angles of 178 degrees left and right and up and down. It makes for a fantastic viewing experience no matter where you sat in the room. Also, the maximum brightness of this monitor is 250 candela per square meter, which is CD/M2 as most of you know it. This is plenty bright enough and probably won't even need the brightness on 100% anyway. So the response time of this monitor is 5 milliseconds. You might think there might be a huge difference between 1 and 5 milliseconds, but to be honest, I can assure you this monitor keeps up with absolutely everything. It plays Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, as you can see on screen, very well. It's all very fast and it keeps up really well. As you can see, it also has no problem using the Xbox One as well. I've got a bit of Forza Horizon 2 fired up, and as you can see, it is responding very fast indeed, and the game itself, as I've said before, looks absolutely fantastic. So the image and colour quality of this monitor is absolutely fantastic. With it being an IPS display, you would expect it to be very good, and at £200 it is certainly worth the money. So the big question is would I recommend this monitor to a friend? And the answer has to be definitely yes. For £200 this monitor is absolutely fantastic. The image quality and the colour quality you get is absolutely amazing, and it works very, very well with the Xbox One, and it works really well with the PC as well, with the text being nice and crisp and very, very sharp as well. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this monitor review, and I thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.